CarawanCo presents a CarawanCo puzzle production. An unboxing, construction, and review. Behind the scenes. Hello everyone and welcome to CarawanCo Puzzle Productions, where life is a puzzle. It's finally update time! Now, I know in the last update video, or the last puzzle update video, I said I was going to be using the, I said I was going to be doing the Yu-Gi-Oh's counter. Well, slight problem with that. It doesn't work. So much for that plan. So, yeah. So instead, I will be using this for that. But I'm saving that for part 2. A little surprise for you guys. In the meantime, but first, some behind the scenes stuff. Now, this is the thing I'm most excited for. Now, ordinarily, you would save the best for last, but I'm not doing that this time. That's because this is the most crucial. This is an overhead... Okay. This is called an overhead tripod. No clue what's called an overhead tripod. It's a gooseneck extension arm. At least that's what I would call it. Let's open this thing up and set it up. Okay, so we have the actual clamp stand. A phone mount. With an extending side. Not sure how well you can see that. And an accessory connector, complete with its own bag. Ah, nice. A ball swivel. Ooh, nice. Okay. Slide this into here. Slide this into this hole here. And attach it to the side. It is a touch in the way, but I think this should work. Now let's see if my phone is compatible with this thing. Wow, it just is. I may have to take it out of its case when I want to do this. Oops. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take it out of its case. Yeah, that's better. That's interesting. Okay. Here's to keep its angle. 360-degree rotation. And pretty well centered over the table here. So if I went straight down, yeah, once I attach the overhead camera to this, or maybe even turn my phone into an overhead camera, recording puzzle art will be much easier. And hopefully if I use the phone, no more of that flicker. Yeah, I think this will be perfect for puzzle art. And it nearly spans the whole length of the table. Be a little difficult for me to work in this space here, but much better than I feared. And now, for this new toy. A new tripod. Feel like well, it's people on Wheel of Fortune. This one I actually got for Christmas. Oh, by the way, I ordered this. I'm gonna have fun with this. Ooh! It said it came with a travel case. But it actually comes in the travel case. By the way, you should see the boxes this thing came in originally on Christmas. If it had been just about 2 inches wider, maybe even 1, you probably could have fit 4 of these in there. Santa could have saved a little room in his pack. Ooh. This thing feels rugged. And here's the tripod. This is a lot beefier than I envisioned. Ooh. It's like Christmas all over again. And now to compare tripods. Height. The new one is nearly twice the size of the old one. While the old one was made of flimsy aluminum, the new one is made of much more sturdy, solid plastic. The legs lock and unlock the same way, so no learning curve there. The new tripod's center axle has a knob on it that locks the legs in place. The old one merely slid up and down. The top of the tripod where the head extends upward. The new one has a dial locking it in place with a 360-degree clamping force. The old one had a knob on the side that literally clamped the neck in place. Also, note the bubble level. The main upgrade I was looking for in a new tripod. And note the flip-down lever. This ensures for more accurate adjustment of the tripod's neck. Yes, those are keys you see there. The heads are basically the same, except the new one has larger and therefore more user-friendly controls. Also, the new one has a quick release feature. As for the travel bags, I don't even know where the small one is, but the new larger one has a hook at the base of the tripod connector. I guess that's what you would call it, but to keep the bag for safekeeping when you're not using it. Wow, my camera looks so puny now. The tripod is huge. Well, I'll be using this tripod from now on. Not sure if I'm going to use the use my smaller aluminum one for anything or not. Now, its small size may come in handy someday. It's handy someday. Like this new one is huge, as you saw. But, I don't know. Who knows what the future will bring? It's a mystery that only the good Lord knows the answer to. Finally, the last piece of the puzzle. Power Extra. Really? Some put on video. Okay. This new, I think. Alright. I'm trying this. I'm trying this on my new overhead cell phone camera. So, cable for your car. The actual battery charger itself. Complete with AC connector, or AC plug-in. AC connector. And two beautiful new batteries. And lens cleaner for some reason. We'll be testing these out in the future. I'm going to see. We will see how long they take to charge and discharge, as compared to my current camera's batteries. So, at just over 2 hours, all 4 batteries drain about the same rate. But while the first 2 batteries finished draining at about 2 hours and 20 minutes, the 2 new batteries only lasted about 2 hours and 10 minutes. Maybe I haven't broken in their cells yet? Well, the batteries are a little bit of... Well, the batteries were a little bit of a disappointment. I was hoping the 2 new ones, 3 and 4 here, 3 and 4 here, would be better than the 2 old ones. But at least they all keep the same charge for the same amount of time. So, at least I've got backup batteries. So, I guess I'll give these new batteries 5 out of 5 stars. I mean, it's not what I expected, but it's what they advertise. They advertise to replace these. And in case you hadn't realized, I am using battery 1 in the camera right now. I may take the tape off these, I may not. I don't know. But yeah, these these Power Extra batteries, they well, I guess 4.5 out of 5 stars. Power Extra implies that they would give a little extra power. We give a little extra power for you, and the power is about the same. So nothing extra there, but it's on par, I guess. As for I'm not quite sure what to call this thing. The box calls it a tripod. There's nothing tripod about this. I call it a gooseneck overhead. Gooseneck extension arm. Let's just call it an extension arm, I guess. But this thing, I'm going to slide the desk out here so you can see it better. This thing, I'm going to have some fun with it. It is so easy to zoom. You've got to secure it, of course. But it is so easy to zoom in and zoom out with this thing. Go across the table. It can only go so far, but I only need it to go so far. And then unsecure it here in order to make it go 360. Well, I could make it go 360, but let's face it, I only really need it to go 180. And it says it can hold up to 2 pounds of weight. And I've had the camera on this and it hasn't moved. So apparently the camera is less than 2 pounds. In fact, I like this thing so much. It hereby replaces this, the Yu-Gi-Oh's phone stand. I'll be keeping this with my computer on my desk. It is handy, this thing, it's incredible. And it also semi-replaces that. I am, of course, referring to my overhead camera. I'll still be using it for tall stuff, really, really big stuff, but I don't need it for the little stuff anymore. This thing is so much more efficient than this clumsy setup. Yeah, I homemade these, but I somehow managed to get the drilling backward. It's supposed to be secure when you do this, but that unlocks it. Still, it has served its purpose. Just incredibly rough in this channel I carved. So, no more rough jump cuts when I zoom in on my puzzle art anymore. Now, I can just do this. Also, this isn't related to the to the extension arm, but I've recently discovered my phone has some sort of panoramic view when it has some sort of panoramic zoom out. No clue how that works. I assume it's one of these 3 lenses in here. But anyway, because of that, as you'll soon see, it shows the entire desk in one big shot. And actually, with that in mind, I can go nearly to the entire other side of the side of the table for a close-up. But most of my puzzles, when I narrow them down, I get as close as I can to the center. So, yeah, that won't be an issue anymore. Can you tell I'm having fun with this? Zoom in, zoom out. And so, in conclusion, the batteries get 4.5 out of 5 stars, while the tripod and extension arm both get 5 out of 5 stars. Chair and camera for size reference.